Blimey, it's nearly the end of the year, and I feel fine. Yes, it's that time once again to have a look at the manga and light novels that I've picked up over the last month. However, with a twist in that two of the manga that I picked up, Kaiju Girl Volume 2 and Overlord a la carte, I think it was, they've actually been lent out, so I can't cover them. On the other hand, this is also not going to cover anything that I picked up for Christmas. So yeah, there's plenty of more stuff to be coming, maybe towards the end of the year. I might just leave it until the New Year's one. But still, we have a nice haul ready and available to discuss. So let's have a look. First up is Monster Musume Volume 15, and my god, that is a cover and a half, isn't it? I haven't even opened this one yet. Monster Musume comes just once a year, just like Christmas. And yeah, it's always a fun, interesting title. I've heard a lot of people say that it's not been particularly as good. He's kind of ran out of ideas, and I believe this was kind of around when he went on a long hiatus. I've kind of got a feeling that this is going to end very soon. What we tend to see is a lot of series go on hiatus, and they go on hiatus 2 or 3 times, then they just announce, oh yeah, by the way, it's ending now. Maybe it's gone on a hiatus because he's kind of run out of ideas, but still, that's something that I will cover. I'm going to read this as soon as possible and maybe have this as kind of in the new year. Monster Musume stuff is always popular, so you guys can look forward to that. It's still sealed because, yeah, and we all know why it's sealed, don't we? That's right, there's a free Yu-Gi-Oh card somewhere hidden in this book. Next up is a series that I didn't have any intention of buying anymore physically. I was actually going to sell off Volume 1, but thanks to Amazon, I managed to get Volume 2 of Toradora, Volume 3 of Toradora, Volume 4 of Toradora, and Volume 5 of Toradora. That's right, so I have now a nice little Toradora collection, Volumes 1 to 5, and it's only like a 10 or 11 volume series. I started watching the anime the other day as well, because I was just like, oh well, the anime is not going to get up to most of the stuff, and apparently the anime covers the entire light novel, so I'm assuming it's going to skip quite a bit. I watched Volume 1 just to Volume 1, Episode 1 to kind of get an idea of the characters' voices so I could hear them. Tiger is not voiced by Monica Rial, which actually genuinely surprised me. Also, this is actually what the light novel that I'm actually currently reading, just about to finish it, and my god, it's such a fun series. It's one of those series that I absolutely adored when I first read Volume 1, then kind of forgot about it, then adored Volume 2. My challenge for over the next upcoming months is to catch up on all of this, because there's nothing worse than having a light novel collection where you've got volumes 1 to something and you've only read 2 or 3 volumes, and you've got all of this threatening aura of light novels chasing at you. Yeah, never have that happened before. Rezero. Tanya the Evil. Yeah, that's never happened before, so I'm going to try and catch up on these. Although I do have a threatening light novel collection in general, because yeah, there's quite a lot of great stuff coming out, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to cover before the anime hits, so expect a lot more light novel content in the next few weeks. Next up is, yes, it's another light novel, and that's Do You Love Your Mom on a 2-Hit Multi-Targeted Attacks Volume 4. Honestly, I'm absolutely adoring this series. It's a series that I never thought I would actually like much of. I was expecting it to be a one-note joke, and yeah, it kind of ended up being its own little thing. This one is the gambling arc, which I haven't seen done in a light novel so far, he says, because yeah, there's a certain other series that's gonna have a gambling arc coming up. But honestly, this was an absolute fun read. I'm gonna have a full review on the entire series again very soon. That's currently in production. But yeah, it was a nice fun story, and you know what? I was actually quite amused because I picked up digitally. I picked up Way of the House Husband Volume 1, and a lot of the jokes in Way of the House Husband Volume 1 are actually present in this Mom Isekai. It's kind of like, the House Husband's kind of like a mix between Mom Isekai and One Punch Man, except the jokes are that it's a Yakuza who's doing all the mom stuff instead of the mom. Yeah. that's the joke. Honestly, it was a great, fantastic read. I really enjoyed it. But when I woke up this morning, I was just like, hang on, I've read this. I sat there through the whole thing. I was like, I've seen these jokes before done somewhere else. And I was just like, yeah, it's either One Punch Man or Do You Love Your Mom? Next up, it's time to return to Jappery Park with Kimono Friends a la carte. Yeah, this is an anthology of Kimono Friends stories, and honestly, it's Kimono Friends. This exists, whereas Season 2 does not. Yes, Season 2 does not exist. Do not pretend otherwise. Actually, I picked up Volume 1 of the anime as well. That arrived not so long after the last one, but I'm not doing anime pickups currently because I am still waiting on a few little things. But yeah, it's a fun little series. If you like Kimono Friends, I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's a nice, fun anthology, and you get to see the girls being all cute and adorable. There was some rather ecchi moments as well, which I kind of put me off a little bit, because it's like, yeah, Kimono Friends is pure and innocent. Do not lewd the Kimono Friends. I will fight you in Smash Brothers and probably lose. Next up is a series that, well, I absolutely adored when I first read it, and I've gotten back to reading it, and that is the Quintessential Quintuplets. That's correct. Honestly, this is just a fantastic series, and I've heard it's ending, so that spurred me on into wanting to pick up more of the volumes. So far, I'm just about to start Volume 4. Volume 3, however, was fantastic. The whole thing's fantastic. It's We Never Learn, except slightly less ecchi, and I like the characters quite a bit more. Each of the quintuplets has their own distinct style, and they're all just really adorable. I still can't decide which one is best girl. It's going to be between these two, and they're all best girls. Not so much you. You're a bit mean, to be honest, but yeah, honestly, if you've never read Quintessential Quintuplet and you fancy slice of life romantic comedy, you can't go far wrong with this one. It's really well done and really well presented, and honestly, I'm really engrossed with it. It's going over a lot of the pitfalls that most harem series kind of go over, and that's absolutely fine. Next up is a title that I actually haven't read, and that is Decapitation Kubikiri Cycle, The Blue Savant and the Nonsense User. Now, I believe this is Volume 1. I found it very difficult to discover which of the Nisioisen titles was the first one, and there is a genuine reason why I've picked this one up, in that I am planning on reading the top 15 rated light novels on my anime list, should they be available. I've picked up quite a few on Bookwalker on a special deal, and you know what? This was one of the ones. I think this was the only one I couldn't get digitally. At least I couldn't find it anywhere. So I thought, you know what? I'll pick it up. It's quite threatening. Honestly, I also picked up the Monogatari collection when it was on Humble Bundle, and the reason I picked this one up was because it just looks interesting. Apparently, it's a locked murder room case thing, and after reading Boogie Pop Phantom, I really wanted to give the Monogatari series another chance. I might start and just read again from the beginning. I've actually got Volume 1 of Kizu and Volume 1 to 3 of Bakemonogatari, but at this point I'm kind of like, do I do that? Do I not? That's the question. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it and seeing how it goes. Finally, and this is the jewel of this collection, should we say it. This is Konosuba Volume 10, and as we said, Gamble Scramble. That's right, so after me praising Volume 4 of the Mom Isekai, I've discovered that Konosuba is also in the gambling arc. Really looking forward to this one. The problem is I tend to read a lot of light novels when I'm at work, and then again on a night. So it tends, I've been getting through stuff quite quickly as of late. However, the problem I've got now is that we're breaking up for Christmas very soon. So Toradora I've just about finished in about a week. But this one I'm kind of like, I want to read this so much. I'm probably just going to spend a significant portion of my Christmas just reading light novels. Fortunately with Konosuba, it's always quite short. It's always quite easy to digest and read. So I should get it done in the next few days. I want to ask you guys a question though, because should I continue covering Konosuba volumes as they come out? Because I've been reading them, and I tend to do them. The first few ones was like, yeah, everyone loves Konosuba, but now I'm kind of finding that people aren't quite as interested. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more of Konosuba, each volume as they come out. I am planning on doing a whole series retrospective kind of thing soon in the new year. But yeah, let me know. And that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this whole haul, and I want to know what you guys have picked up this month, and is there anything on your radar for the new year? And enjoy your Christmas, I suppose. Remember to leave a like, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.